right. Hello, everybody. Hey, welcome to Daniel's Den. Listen, thank you for hanging out today, tonight, this morning, this afternoon. Just depends on where you're at. It's awesome world we live in. I'm doing a quick audio check here. Let's see. All right, good. Sound good. Got the audio rolling, got the video rolling. So we are all together, right? So once again, thank you for hanging out today, tonight, this afternoon, this morning. Just depends on where awesome world that we live in. And as I get started, listen, I'm reading this amazing book. I'm reading several books, but this book is just jumping out at me with the iconic Dr. Martin Luther King. And this quote just is jumping out at me today. And I just have to share it and go into a little bit of a discussion. And let me know if you can see or hear me okay live on Facebook, YouTube, along with Twitter. Let me do a quick check on Twitter to make sure the video audio is coming through. Now that I mentioned that. So thank you for hanging out. And what we'll do now is we'll discuss this a little bit and go into what I want to talk about. So he mentioned, and forgive me, I'm doing a quick audio check here on Twitter. Let's see. All right, cool. Should be good. All right, should be good. I'm tweeting, I'm Facebooking, I'm all over the place. So he said, whenever you take a stand for truth and justice, you're liable to scorn. Every single successful person that shares truth gets scrutinized, gets ostracized, gets put on, gets challenged aggressively, right? Until the end product is put on full display. Let's say it like that. And it's unfortunate, but it's part of the success journey. So if you're a leader, if you have something within your heart that you're sharing and you know that is going to impact and help people, that's your path. You're liable to get scorned. Dr. Martin Luther King has said it, and several other successful people have said it over and over and over and over again, right? So it's just one of those things where it is part of your development process, right? Now, one of the things that we're going to talk about today, truth and justice. Why am I talking about this right now? Is because the world of money has changed aggressively. It continues to change aggressively. And if we're not aware of that, and if we're not adapting to that truth, then we are at a disadvantage, okay? A very, very big disadvantage. And give me 1 second. It looks like my network that I'm originally on. All right, so we should be back and we should have a stronger connection. Let's see if we do. All right, so we will keep on moving forward with this network. Let's see. Yeah, we will keep rolling with this network right here, right? So one of the things I want to say is that truth and justice. So we would be at a disadvantage because the world is money, finances has changed aggressively. The energy is sliding over to creating income, especially passive residual income through and by, cryptocurrency, exchanges, NFTs, which are just another form of digital assets, right? And there's so many people who are not aware of this truth that is shifting. Now, I've been talking about this book for several years, Robert Kiyosaki's book called Fake. Now you're like, how am I transitioning from Dr. Martin Luther King to Robert Kiyosaki? But he said, whenever you take a stand for truth and justice, you're liable to be scorned. It's amazing because Robert Kiyosaki talks so much in Fake about fake money, fake assets, and fake teachers. And by default, as you learn what's fake, you understand what's real. And I'm so glad to be part of Wealth Builders Worldwide and so glad to be part of Gold Standard Partners, because now you can be exposed to the real. When you read about the fake and you contrast it, you could learn about the real, right? So with everything that Robert Kiyosaki says in his book, he's exposing so many truths, right? Most of us don't even know what real money is. So because of that, we're at a disadvantage and we can't have financial justice and financial truth. So we're at a disadvantage, right? Then we don't even know what part cryptocurrencies play in actually putting justice back towards us, right? So if somebody wants to hide something, right? If somebody wants to be unscrupulous, if someone wants to be deceptive and hide something, they don't put it on a blockchain, okay? So that technology is transparent in its nature. So the blockchain technology that is used for cryptocurrencies is an open, listen to what I'm saying, is an open ledger. All right. So we're using accounting terms because it's the simplest way to explain it. Every time someone writes something in a accounting ledger, there's usually checks and balances, right? But if you're an unscrupulous accountant and you're the only person that has access to that account and that ledger, you got to erase some stuff. You can kind of move stuff around. You're in the background and nobody knows what you're doing, right? So if you're a company that wants to hide something, if you're a company that wants to have a central control of something so that you can keep things away from other people, you don't put it on blockchain. Now, I want to explain that because we're talking about taking a stand for truth and justice. Gold Standard Partners is a company that is completely on the blockchain. That technology by itself is a transparent technology where every transaction can be viewed. Every transaction can be viewed. Every transaction can and has to be validated. There's no hiding anything on a blockchain. So if you're part of a company, the world's first company that pays on the blockchain and has the world's first fully licensed cryptocurrency bank attached to it with a referral marketing entity and so many layers on top of that, passive income through real estate, passive income through the Lydian world. All of these things are transparent and open. There's a high level of truth here because the blockchain technology ensures that. It makes that happen. That technology is truly for the people because it is a peer-to-peer transaction friendly technology that cuts out having things hidden. All right. Now, also another big truth that people don't even know, and once again, I'm referring back to this book, Fake, that you need to get. I've been advertising and talking about this book for years. He talks a lot about this failing current economy. You have an opportunity to get born into something that you didn't have any control over. The Federal Reserve System has not been created for your financial freedom and your financial benefit. It just hasn't. That system, as Mr. Mike Maloney says, is inherently evil, okay? Because there's so much in that system that puts you at a disadvantage. You don't have control. It's not transparent. And when you learn about that current monetary system, when you learn about what it really does, you know it's not for truth and justice. And then you start sharing information to help people get out of that system, and they want to stick with the current system that is ripping them off. They're comfortable with that system. They are familiar with that system. They grew up with that system. They still think that the currencies are backed by physical gold. They still think that there's something holding and supporting the currencies of the world. They still think that they're backed by physical assets. They still think that the centralized banking system has their best interest at heart. That's what they think. And we bring to them an opportunity where they can be in full control of their assets, full control with full disclosure and full honesty, and they are not wanting that truth because they start scorning you instead of following the breadcrumbs and learning and growing into moving forward. Some people. And it's very ironic that the Matrix movie is about to come out again. I'm just going to leave that there because the Matrix is true. I had a conversation with one of my mentors years ago, and that was the only phrase he could say. He's an extremely successful person who's in like the top 5% of income earners in the world. He said, listen, the Matrix is real. People are stuck in a system that is not benefiting them, and they choose not to unplug, and they also choose not to make themselves aware of shifting into the truth and shifting into something that could better them. But hey, it is what it is. We invite you, whenever you take a stand for truth, right? You're liable to be scorned. That's what Dr. Martin Luther King mentioned. That is a success principle. That's part of the process when someone introduces a business or an idea into the world. Every single success person has had and met opposition when they share information that can help change the world. There's a gentleman that helped create or tap into the laws and principles that help us use almost all the technologies that we use today through radio frequencies. He told his friends and his loved ones, all right, you can read this in Think and Grow Rich. He told his friends and loved ones that he had a way to move the human voice through the radio waves, through the waves, and be able to bring them back into a device and play them back. His friends thought he was crazy and had him admitted, right? He wasn't crazy. He was the developer and the creator of the radio. And then if you want to go all the way back to some biblical examples, there's this gentleman called Joseph who told his brothers about his dream. And when he told his brothers about his dream, they got angry about that dream and that vision for the future, that truth, and they scorned him by literally selling him into slavery. Not his extended friends, his actual blood relatives and family. So I had a conversation with one of our amazing business partners and just made her aware, hey, listen, think about that story, because not everyone is going to come with you, but you want everybody to come with you. And what's amazing with Gold Standard Partners is that it is free to join. It's free to register, and you can learn and earn at the same time. But some people aren't ready for that truth. They want to, and they are more comfortable where they're at. And like I always say, a job is not an evil thing as you are using it to finance your freedom. Now, also, too, I've read several success books, and I know that success looks different for every single person. Success is not a destination. Success is a journey. And if someone has it within their mind that they are successful as a doctor or they are successful as a nurse, and that's what they're passionate about, and that's what they love, they are successful where they are right now. What we're bringing to you here is stay within that vein of success, right? And we can put you in position to create more passive residual income, keep the career you love, keep the job that you are successful in, that you've actually made a goal, right? And became focused to get towards that goal. Keep that career, keep that business also that you love. If you love drawing and you love artwork, literally, this Gold Standard Partners Truth and Justice is for you. This Wealth Builders Worldwide is for you. There's so many different successful entrepreneurs that are part of Wealth Builders Worldwide. One of them is Mr. Crypto Steve, he's a successful business owner. He just recently got a $400,000 deposit because what? He was pursuing and continuing to do everything within this ecosystem. He got rewarded. He earned $400,000 bonus on top of what he already earned. Like I said, he is a successful business owner, traditional business owner. He loves this system because what? Wealthy people love more passive residual income. So, we're going to continue to share some great truth with you guys. We want you to connect with us. We want you to get back with the person who's sharing this content with you, no matter who that is. If that person is me, you get back with me, and you get with me by jumping on y1income.com, right? Jump on y1income.com. Listen, there's several layers of truth that we want to unwrap for you. There's several layers of truth that we want to introduce you to, right? One huge thing that Jim Rohn says is profits is better than wages. Why does he say that? Where can you go to get profits? We listened to an audio from Robert Kiyosaki earlier today, and he was just transparent. He said, listen, this business model is designed to help you move and grow as an entrepreneur and move away from a paycheck so that you can position yourself for more financial freedom and more options if you choose. I mentioned before, success is different for all people. So if you feel that your current career is part of your dream and your success, by all means, I honor that and I understand that because success is what you've determined it to be for you and for your family, right? Now, if you want to add a layer of having extra income, passive residual income, hey, connect with us. Connect with us. We're using these tools of Wealth Builders Worldwide, and we're using this tool of Gold Standard Partners to move ourselves towards helping the masses, right? We are assisting everyone in over 120 countries, right? Ooh, this thing is on fire. And if you're hanging out with us, hang out with us, okay? Get connected with us and join our power call tomorrow at 10:45 Eastern Standard Time. Listen, Dr. Patrice Gordon and Miss Lady Lisa, I know without a shadow of a doubt, are going to bring some amazing content tomorrow towards our live power call. We have a live power call every Monday through Saturday at 10:45 Eastern Standard Time. Up tomorrow is Dr. Patrice Gordon and Lady Lisa. This gentleman is amazing, speaks several languages, and then also Miss Lady Lisa is amazing also. Listen, you do not want to miss that, all right? So get back with the person sharing this content with you because they can give you the actual password to get into our private Zoom. If you're watching this on Facebook, you can see it live on Facebook. We'll go ahead and stream it live, all right? But thank you everybody for the time that you've actually invested, right, with hanging out with Daniel's Den today, tonight, this afternoon, and we will see you live on what's next up, the power call. But even before that, we have the actual class in session with Brother Eric Teray Muhammad, who's the son of Stokely Carmichael, who ironically, of course, worked hand in hand with Dr. Martin Luther King and was very, 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 very instrumental in helping us enjoy the civil rights liberties that we enjoy right now. His dad is a literal freedom fighter. Look him up on Google, realize the caliber of that person, and connect with him every morning. He's live every Monday through Saturday and class in session at 8 a.m. Okay, the content that he continues to share is epic. It's amazing. You don't want to miss it. All right, 8 a.m. is worth your time. All right, so get back with the person sharing this content with you so that you could get that. Take immediate action. Okay, take immediate action. Get back with the person sharing this. And if that person is me, go straight to y1income.com. Once again, this whole conversation is gleaning from whenever you take action or stand for truth and justice, we know there's going to be some haters, we know. And we're okay with that because we know that all things are seed, time, and harvest. So you're the seed. Sometimes the haters have to bring the dirt, and we just work it out, right? That's what happens, all right? So thank you everybody for your time. We'll see you on the next live stream. Daniel's Den is live nightly every night except for Sunday night and Wednesday night. And if you're plugged in, you know exactly why that is. We'll see you guys next time.